Hey Nuggets! Welcome back to my channel, and today it's a new tutorial on Procreate. I know I got more votes to do the IBS Paint hair tutorial video, but I thought it would be fair to do Procreate first because I don't have a lot of tutorials for people that want to learn how to use Procreate and have no idea how to use that app. So I've done a basic tutorial for all of you, and the next video can be the IBS Paint video. So yeah, let's get into the video. I just want to say this before we start. I am going to be using brushes that you don't get with Procreate, but I will be putting it down in the description, not the link because not a lot of people can get it. So you have to go on the website called Gumroad and type in the name of the brushes and buy it. Most of it is free, and what I mean by that is you can choose the price that you want to get it for, but it cannot be under $1. So yeah, but when I do the repainting part right now, I am going to be using the default brushes that you get with Procreate. So yeah, this is going to be really easy. So the first brush that I'm going to be using is called the flat brush. It was originally looking the same as the round brush, but I just quickly changed that in the settings when you just tap on the brush again. And how you do that is change the opacity of the brush just like that. And I think I showed how to do that in my basic tutorial on how to use Procreate, but yeah, I'm going to show it again. And then I just did this because it's better to use the brush when I'm painting like on big areas. Like I use this for the forehead and the side of the face. So yeah, you want to use the medium to dark color of your Avi skin and do this because later on you're going to go back and darken up the color on your Avi. After I've done this, I use Gaussian blur to blur it out, and then after I've done this, I use the light color of my Avi skin using the same brush and going under the eyes. And then after I've done that, I use the smudge brush. It's the hand icon at the top, and you're going to use that to carefully blur out the side. I'm going to show you how I repaint eyes. So just eyedrop the color of your Avi's eye color, and then you use the technical pen brush and just color all around the eyes, and then I'll tell you what to do next. So after you're done, you're going to use black, and this is creating a shadow under the eye. So this is one step to making the eyes look realistic, and this is how I do it when I draw from scratch as well. Then the next thing you do is using black again. You're going to draw a little circle in the middle of the eye. And then after you're doing that, you're going to get white using add. Sometimes you're not going to see a difference, but this is when you create where the highlights of the eyes were. Next, you're gonna use multiply and a color between in the brown blacks area on the color wheel. I don't know what to call this color, but you're gonna use this and put it right under the eyes, creating more definition to it. We're going to go back on that color of your Abby's eye color and using add, and you're just creating a line under the eyes, and that's where there's going to be more highlights. Then after you're going to do this using the same color, you're going to put the mode on multiply to create the dark areas around the eye, just like a thin line on the sides, and then you're done. Now you just want to go back and to the medium to dark color of your Abby's skin using the flat brush again, and just repaint the rest of your Abby's face. So to fix some areas up where you put the medium to dark color on too much, just go back on that light color of your Abby skin and just repaint those little spots so it all comes together and it's not too harsh. And yeah. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is contouring the nose using the same color and the same brush, just to do a little line in the middle of the nose, and then I'm going to use Gaussian blur to blur it out. Then I'm going to switch brushes and the color to the medium to dark, and then the brush to the technical pen to contour out the nose. So after you're done contouring the nose and doing all those other details on the face, you can start by darkening the sides of the face and the forehead by using multiply and back on the flat brush to get all the big areas done, and then just use Gaussian blur and do that. And if you feel like you did too much, you can use the eraser and erase it out, and then you can just cut out a sharp contour. But if you don't want a sharp looking contour, you can just leave it the way you've done it. And if you feel like you've gone on way too much areas, you can use the eraser or use the light color of your Ivy skin and do it the way I did it before. And now I'm just going to put in the shadow under the jawline as well. So now I'm going to be doing the hair, and this hair set is not with Procreate, so I'm going to put the name down. You can get it for free, like I said in the beginning of my video. So when you're using this brush, depending on what angle your Ivy is facing, but because mine is on the side, I'm just doing like C shapes going round on the forehead, and then I'm just doing like curls going down, and I'm just going to fill up the other spaces that is in the picture right now, and creating a hairstyle with hairs on the side and some behind her ears. So when you get to the other side like this and you see the base of the hair on, still you just go on the hair base brush and just colour up all that space, and then just go back on that same thick curly hair brush and carry on doing your hairstyle. But now for the edges, just using the same brush, you're gonna just lower down the size of it and just do like swoops of edges. Depends on like the hairstyle that you did. Just be careful with the size and make sure it actually looks like edges, not too thick, and a little bit from light to dark, just not too dark, then it doesn't look right. Now I'm going to create a new layer under the hair layers, because I'm going to start highlighting now using the round brush that is in the painting section, using the light color of your Ivy skin, and you're going to just highlight the forehead, under the eyes and the chin, those areas, before you start doing other type of highlights. So now I'm going to be using another brush that you don't get with Procreate, and it's called the Haze Long Portrait brushes. So when you go all the way down, you're going to use the round brush highlights, and you're gonna get this really nice glittery highlight effect. But that is not the only thing you're gonna use after highlighting the cheeks, to get a really nice glittery texture kind of look. So after I've done the glittery highlight stuff, I use multiply with the medium dark color of my Ivy Skin, and then I start to use the freckles brush and start doing freckles on the nose. And this is my favorite part when I edit, repaint, draw, whatever. Creating a new layer, going back on the round brush, you're going to start doing highlights on top of the side of the forehead near where the brow is. And I forgot to change back to the light color of my Ivy Skin, but it doesn't matter because I went on brightness and lightened up the color, so it was fine. And then I blurred out the highlights, and then I went over it again to really define that. So the next thing that I did is create a shadow where the hair is touching the face areas, using the medium to dark color of my Ivy Skin and multiply. Then I blurred it out with gaussian blur. Now with this layer to finish off the look, I went on luminous and went on the flare brush to create some light effects to the highlights and to the earrings and whatever else needed some good effects to finish off the edit. So that was it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. So if you did, give the video a like, comment what other tutorials you want me to do for Procreate, and yeah, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in my next video.